Hello, my Zentangle friends. This is Barbara Langston, CZT. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher, and welcome to another session of Not Perfect Zen. I hope you're doing well. I'm happy to be here. I usually try to do these videos on Wednesdays and Sunday. This Wednesday just didn't work out for me. But I did find a pattern in tanglepatterns.com that I really enjoyed. So for me lately, I have to find something that makes me happy. And I really enjoyed this pattern. So I hope you like it too. Here's my contact information, my email address. And if you post on social media, please put at @BBL_tangles so that I see what you've done. All right, and always the reminder that there are no mistakes. Okay, I want to show you on, I'll show you my tiles too. These are the first tile that I did. This is called Persian Rug. And it's by Suzanne McNeill. And I think I've mentioned in the past that I have some of her books. She has just these little books that she used to put out with cool little patterns, easy patterns, and fun. And this one is from her book, Zentangle 7. And those are still available on Amazon if you're interested. And again, this was really simple. Okay, so first I want to show you the step outs, and this is from tanglepatterns.com, and I just really liked that she was just so casual and not perfect with her steps, and it still comes out to be just really pretty, fun, and easy pattern to do. So this is the basic. And then you can add these little variations of flowers inside. And I had fun with it. And I hope that you do too. Okay, put this aside. And then I thought maybe it would make a cool Christmas card. And so I did this in the Jelly Roll Stardust pins. I really like these. I like sparkly things on my tiles. And so it ends up looking like wrapping paper, but it gives you an idea of something that you could do. And again, this one, I also did it in the black ink, and then I used the Stardust pins in the centers. That's gold in the very center, but for the petals I did pink and then green. Okay, I think it's really fun. I enjoyed it. So we are going to just do this one in black and white because I like to show you the patterns and let you play what if and come up with some beautiful variations like you always do. So I'm using a Micron PN, a Zentangle Graphite pencil, which is just a number 2 pencil, and a blending tool known as a tortillion. And I keep this in there just to keep the tip pushed out. And of course, you can do this on any paper. You can use any color pen, use whatever supplies that you have on hand. Okay? So we're going to start by making the grid. And again, very casual. I'm not worried about how straight my lines are or how perfectly spaced. Of course, I'm usually not worried about that anyway. So I'm just going to come straight across. Let's go ahead and do it like I did here and put a border. So I'm going to use my pen and make my 4 corner dots. Okay, and that is step, well, it's actually step 2. Step 1 is gratitude and appreciation. Very grateful to be here. So grateful for all of my wonderful friends that leave fantastic comments and super thanks, buy me cups of coffee, and it just, you guys make me feel wonderful. I'm just saying. I appreciate you so much. Okay, so we did the 4 corner dots, and now I am connecting those. Yeah, I think I like how it looks with a little bit of a border like that. Okay, so now that we have that, we're just going to do a line. You can make yours wobbly like she did in her step out, or make it straight. I'm going to do mine straight, and then I'm going to move over a little bit. So I did mine about finger width apart, something like that. I have not done nail polish since I tried it a few weeks ago. I think it just tore up my nails, so they look terrible now. Okay, let's do our next steps. Just a straight line. I like to pull my pen toward me. You can practice and see what works best for you. I'm not worried about how far apart they are. Okay, I'm going to turn it and do about the same width apart. All right. The next thing that was fun about this is that she just goes straight over these other lines when you come this way. So we're going to fill those in anyway. So I'm going to start at that corner. I'm not worried about going under the lines on this one. Now in the next step we will, but not on this one. So I started to do a video on Wednesday, but I just couldn't get happy with it. Just wasn't feeling up to it. And I don't feel terrible, but the immunotherapy and then the medication for the side effects just make me kind of sleepy, I guess is the best way to put it. So made it hard for me to get happy with what I was doing. But I found this pattern and I thought, yes, this one will be easy and fun. So until I'm done with this treatment, I may bombard you with monotangles. I hope you don't mind. But I will try to come up with some tiles too. Okay, so next we're going to fill in those little squares. And again, you can do this in any color. You could put a different color in here for the squares. Things like this that are simple and easy to remember are my favorites as far as patterns. Suzanne McNeill has videos online that you can watch. And like I said, she has a lot of fun, simple patterns. And I do tend to enjoy the older patterns. I almost want to say that I grew up on, but what I mean is the patterns that made me fall in love with Zentangle. And when I started Zentangle, I was doing mostly just white tiles and black ink, and that is still my favorite. But I did buy some Renaissance tiles. My good friend Cindy Kelly Jones just went to another Zentangle seminar, and she picked some up for me, so I will come up with some ideas for that. Okay, so that is the first two steps. Next, we're going to put an orb inside each one of these. Again, not worrying about whether or not it's in the center or perfectly sized. That one's on the edge, so I'm just going to put half. I'm sorry, I'm just jumping around. Okay. Trying to kind of line these up, but if they're not, it's okay. Okay, so next step is we're going to put these lines. So let's start here. And now we are going to stop and go under our first little rows that we put. And when I did this the first time, they didn't necessarily perfectly line up when I went under. See, it's okay. My goal is always just to enjoy what I'm drawing, and I really enjoyed this one. So I'm going to do all these that are going in this direction, and then I'll go back and do the other direction. And these kind of repetitive patterns, like I said, are just so relaxing for me. Okay, so this one's not really going to line up. That's okay. Oh, sorry. Stop. Okay. I have alarms on my phone every 3 hours to remind me to take my pills. I saw my oncologist yesterday, and probably midway through December I will have surgery, so hopefully I can get some videos done ahead of time. But if I don't, you'll know why. Okay, now I'm gonna turn it, and we're gonna come this way. I am in the Houston, Texas area. I'm about halfway between Houston and Galveston. And it's been cool, like in the 40s here in the morning. And I know for some of y'all that's warm, but for us it's cold. But the afternoons have been just gorgeous. Okay, I just want to show you here. See how these aren't lining up? But when we get this all done, it's not going to matter. I call this not perfect Zen because I don't expect anything to be perfect. That way it's more fun. So for those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, this is a Thanksgiving break for my grandkids next week, but my daughter's taking the week off, so I won't be babysitting next week. So maybe I will have more time to get a few things done. Get a few videos in queue. Kind of like what I did for Inktober. Okay, so we have that done. And the next thing is to fill in the lines that we just did. I'm going to go ahead and change to a graphic one. I'm sorry I didn't mention that in the beginning. It has a little bit fatter tip, and it will just make filling these in go a little bit faster. And like I said, on the ones that I did, I changed the color on this. But her step out shows it in black. I get so focused that I don't talk. Okay. I will tell you, if you're new to this channel, I don't speed up my videos. I like to keep them personal, as if I'm sitting here teaching a friend, because I am teaching friends. And I get kind of anxious watching videos that are sped up. So if this is too slow for you, you can use YouTube controls and speed it up. If I'm going too fast, you can pause to catch up. or use the YouTube controls to slow it down. Okay. All right, now I'm going to turn and come in this direction. And I'm going to make sure these are dry. When you do this kind of pen where you're putting a lot of ink, I'm just going to do it this way. I want to keep my hand off of it. It's very easy to smear the ink because it takes longer to dry. Okay. The other thing, I don't add music to my videos. I had some people let me know that they are unable, or that it's hard for them to follow what I'm doing if there is music in the background. And so I honor that. There are some videos that I've watched where the music is definitely so loud that I can't hear what the person is saying. So I don't put music. I'm doing this so I can keep my hand off the tile. Okay, here's your reminder to breathe. Relax your shoulders. Try to relax your hand. Don't grip your pen too hard. Rick one time said to hold your pen as if you're holding a robin's egg. So very lightly. Okay. Just a few more to go. Okay, so now we're going to put the petals. You could decide to put other things in here, you know, in this area. Like you could just put another little square, whatever you would like to do. But we're going to go ahead and put the petals, okay? I'm going to turn. I'm afraid this is still wet, so I need to keep my hand off of it. Okay. You can tell that these are not... Oops, you know what? I went the wrong way. It's okay. Should have come up here. It won't show. No mistakes. All right. So we're going to where we have the circles, and we're putting our petals from the circle out this way. Okay. Sometimes when I'm trying to talk, I lose track of what I'm doing. And I'm just going to do these going up and down, and then I'll turn my tile and do the other side. Okay, so here's the circle. So we're just going to see like half a petal on each side. Okay, now let's turn and do this side. Okay, this one coming down and up. I'll only see part of this one, part of that one, and there. Okay. This one will only see a half. And again, we need to start where the circle is. put our little petals. I just love patterns that are easy to learn and easy to follow. Okay. And if I'm just looking at the tile that I already did, then for this one, it was easy enough that I didn't have to keep going to the step out. Okay. This one, you're only going to see half. Okay. You could put little petals. I might do that just to see something a little bit different. What if? Don't be afraid to look at your tile and ask yourself, what if I did something a little bit different? And if you don't like it, well, you've learned. If you do like it, then you have a nice variation. Okay. Do it this way now. Okay, that one's just going to be a part, little part. And I keep going outside the line. It's okay. If I want a perfect picture, which I'm not sure there is such thing, I'll buy a print or something like that. I have never done perfect. I don't crave it. And I don't want you to crave perfection either. Okay. Okay, just a half this way, half that way. Breathe, relax your shoulders. I'm going to turn it. Again, these we just see half. Okay, this one. And then this way. We're doing just a half on these. And then that way. Okay? Did I miss any? I don't think so. Okay. So, as we were doing that, I thought, why not? What if? Where's my little what if? What if? When I said maybe put a line here in the center, what if we added red just for a pop of color? I think that would be cool. So I'm actually going to put red here and then a line in each direction. I really like it when I see that someone has added just a pop of red. It really makes a difference. And then just these simple lines. What do you think? This is very thin. This is a 0.005. It's a very thin point on this, so I have to go easy on it so I don't mess up the pen. Yeah, I think I like this instead of putting more black on there. So Zentangle will start their 12 days of Zentangle at the beginning of December. I can't remember the number on this project pack, but I like watching those. Okay. You could fill these in with any color or not fill them in at all. Yeah, this is the one that I kind of messed up. It's okay. Deep breath. I got my hair cut this morning, and for some reason, as she was cutting it, I kept noticing that I was holding my breath. I'm not sure why. Because I kept telling myself, okay, deep breath. Okay, I hear the lawnmowers next door. I hope that's not too loud. This is the kind of pattern I like to do at night. It's very relaxing and mindful, but easy. It helps me to get ready for sleep. I love Zentangle tiles because it's so easy to turn them and keep your hand relaxed. This is part of what Rick and Maria called the elegance of limits. It's a limited canvas. It's easy to get started because we start with the 4 corner dots most of the time and a border, and then you no longer have a blank canvas. So I've been doing Zentangle since the end of 2017. And I still love it as much now as I did then. Maybe even more because I'm sharing it and I've made so many fantastic friends around the world. Yeah, I like this. I like it with the red. All right, what do you think? I like it. I think I'm not going to use my graphite pencil. You could maybe put graphite around these, but I think I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to check to see if I missed any, because I usually do, and that's not a problem. Okay, again, I encourage you always to, on the back of your tile, put the name of the pattern, and again, this one was Persian Rug, and it's by Suzanne. McNeill, McNeill, and she is a CZT. Put the date that you did it, and maybe a little bit of a note about what's happening that day. Sign it. Put your chop. And there you go. Okay. For some reason, sorry. Okay, it wasn't letting me zoom out. One thing I thought about on this after I did it was that if you did it this way on a tile, okay, instead of diagonal, you could leave a little section open and write Merry Christmas or Season's Greetings, something like that. Again, this turned out looking like wrapping paper, but it's pretty and I had fun with it. So there's that. And that one. Oh, and this one. This one's my favorite. I like it the most. Remember, draw until you're happy. And then when you finish your tile, appreciate it again. And don't worry about little things inside here. No mistakes. They're not going to show up, are they? All right. Thank you so much, my dear friends. I appreciate you. I'm grateful to be able to share something that I really love with you. And I hope that you'll hit the like button and subscribe, share, leave comments. And as always, most of all, please come back again. Thank you so much. Bye.